G'day, Steve Walters here again. This is the Contractor's Guide to Rural Fencing. I want to talk about something today that quite often can be overlooked, and that is warranty. So if you build a fence and it fails, you should fix it, is my thoughts. So I've got a gate post here. I wouldn't say it's failed, but it's definitely cocked up at the end. The strainer post is released from the ground and there's a bit of gap under the gate, so I want to try and bring that back today. So I've got a few tools that we've made up for this purpose, and I'll show you how they work. So this is an end assembly we put in about 15 years ago. It's what we call a yellow jacket. It's a mining sort of pipe. You've got a yellow plastic coating and then a tar coating under that. A lot of it getting around about 12-15 years ago. This is our old stay. We used to weld them and we used to fix them a lot higher. So that's what we're fixing today. Righto, it's one of these weird ideas that we come up with. We refer to this as the MK1. So this is man killer number one. It's a way of driving a post in or back in just with manpower. So we're going to show you how that works. We're going to trial it today, see if it does work. The other bits of gear we've got a chain block and some chains. We're going to pull this gate back, take the tension off it so we can drive it in. So I've just got a chain around the top of the post we're trying to pull. I've got a lever block here and a little strap around the bottom. So if you pull from the bottom, it's going to give you more resistance. So hopefully this post will just pull over. And then when we've got taken the tension off it, we can just drive it back down where it came from. Alright, you can see that's pulled that right down, so I'm actually pulling it further than I need to, so I can tap the post in, then we can just release it up to the right level. So I'll take the cap off. We used to Sikaflex these caps on. Now we've got the tap on caps. So the guide's just got two handles, easy use. You've got a flat plate, which is what impacts with your post, and then you've got these four ribs which sit down inside the post and keep it stable, and the centerpiece is where we're going to put our pipe. So this is actually full of water, so our caps in the old days didn't work at all. Right, so next step is the dolly. Put the dolly on top of the post, and you just sort of roughly center that. Then we've got our guide pipe. It's over there, and then so that's down into the center of the guide. So all that's doing is giving us a way to keep this engaged with the post, and we're not pulling it off onto ourselves. I'm actually going to stand on the gate because my weight will help keep the post down when I drive it. Because we've got the gate and the stay and the fence attached, we can't get our driver in there to pull it up and drive it back in. I'm not replacing our post driver with this. It's just a way to do a bit of warranty work if you need to. Got the post in probably about 50 mil. It's certainly making the gateway look a lot better. I'm going to release the chain a bit now and let that gate come up to level. That's not a lot of tension left on that. It's come back up on the stay nicely. So now I'm going to put a pin post in and pin it so it doesn't happen again. The reverse process to pull it apart. Take pipe out, dolly off, guide out. Happy days. So, impact driver, 3-hole plate, tack screws and a hammer. So pull that in and then you give it a tap with the hammer and that straightens it or puts a bend in it so you can get it onto your star post or onto your strainer post. Alright, job done. Okay, if you're looking from I don't know what I'm talking about here, but as I say, we'll just